Metro Boomhauer.
Metro Boomhauer.
On the track.
Metro Boomhauer.
Young Metro.
Young Boomhauer.
Boomhauer.
You ever see the picture where it says, because you know how he says, Young Metro, don't trust you, I'm going to shoot you?
Yeah, okay. It's been a long time, but yes,
Okay.
I do know that.
If Metro don't trust you, I'm going to shoot you?
Yeah, okay.
All
yeah.
the memes will just be like a crying sniper just on like someone being like, Metro, do you trust him?
He trusts all of us.
Metro trusts Hive Scum.
Yeah.
The podcast
Well, we're still here.
for the 28 community.
Yeah. Woo!
We did it.
Woo!
I'm your host,
do we
Gage, at No Clear Coat.
Put it in the mic.
What do we do?
Oh, that's nice.
I was waiting. I was being a gracious host, waiting for you to introduce yourself.
I'm Terry at Stonejaw.
I'm Steve. That's how the
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Stonejaw. We didn't do our
Stonejaw.
normal Armageddon bound warm up.
Yeah.
Armageddon.
Armageddon bound.
I'm getting bound.
What do you think he's doing right now? He's probably painting models.
He's probably painting
Yeah.
models, dude.
Gaming.
He's my hero.
Gaming.
He's straight up my hero.
Yeah, follow him over on Instagram.
Follow at Armageddon_bound.
Armageddon.
Armageddon
Bound.
bound.
Yep. Yep.
Or see him at Under the Dice Fest.
Yeah.
When he's playing with his band.
Or
Yep.
a game.
Or a game. Just watch him.
Just watch him.
Just watch him from afar.
You guys remember Storage Wars? You guys ever Storage Wars heads?
Yes.
Oh,
dude.
yes.
Really?
Dude,
I didn't expect
all right.
that reaction.
All
I
right.
expected shut up. Dude,
So-
don't bring up Storage
No,
Wars.
Storage Wars was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Whenever I turn my TV on, it's on American Pickers.
Okay.
That's the default channel it turns on to.
All right.
Sometimes, though, if you accidentally hit the down button,
Oh.
it goes to the Storage Wars channel.
There's a
There's
channel?
a whole
dude.
channel.
That's
Well, because
beautiful,
we're on
baby.
American Pickers channel.
Yeah.
Tyler right now is hearing this is laughing his ass off. He's the only one that will understand. But so if you accidentally go to Storage Wars channel, though, they have LA Storage Wars.
Oh, there's
they have
multiple.
there's Storage Wars across the fucking U.S.
They got them everywhere.
Dude,
Milwaukee
and it's
Storage
the most
Wars.
scripted bullshit.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's so fake.
I mean, it's like Pawn. What is it? Pawn Stars?
Pawn
Yeah,
Stars.
yeah.
That shit's so fake.
Dude, there was an episode of Pawn Stars that crossed over with American Pickers and the car one.
I like that.
Yeah, when the
Dude,
universes collide.
I
Literally.
love that shit. I know I've said it a million times, but like the Cops X-Files crossover
Yeah.
was the sickest
That's
thing they ever
way
did.
cooler than Pawn Stars guy hitting up American Pickers to go buy a car just for the car guy show to then be like, you overpaid.
No, it's cool. Crossover.
Dude,
The History Channel multiverse.
Yeah.
you know, it's funny how like these weird shows, like I imagine Pawn Stars, that was like a real family, right?
Yeah.
They were really
Yeah.
siblings, right?
And they were really arrested for being bad people.
Really?
Yes.
Like fraud?
One of them's like a diddler.
You can't.
You can't do that.
It probably,
He
if I
is.
had to guess, it's the Chumley guy or whatever.
Yeah.
That guy was always a little creepy.
He's got a real first season of True Detective look to him.
That's a great way to put it. Yeah, he was not. He always fell off.
Yeah.
But then, like, the old man comes out and he's just like, "I'll buy this. I'll buy.
I ain't giving you no money, but I'm going to
Don't
buy
buy
this.
But Dad, we gotta buy it. Dad, we gotta buy this old samurai sword. I don't believe that it's real. Yeah,
We got to get it authenticated.
We got it. I know a guy. Let me give a call. I know a guy. The best sword guy I know.
I know a real samurai.
I like that
Let's
idea.
bring him out.
That's
Yeah.
a good bit.
We had him back in the back office.
He actually works for us.
Yeah. A guy with a broom.
Yeah.
But he's doing like samurai poses. Like,
Yes. Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
cool.
Yeah, Storage Wars. So original Storage Wars was scripted. You think like with
Dude, it's
with,
all scripted.
with Brandy and the other guy
It's
with
all
the long
scripted.
shorts
It's like, what's that other
and the
show?
backwards sunglasses.
yeah. Jared was his name.
Jared and Brandy, dude.
Yeah.
And then Dale.
You want?
Yep.
Listen,
yeah,
I don't want to talk about this any longer than we
Come
have
on.
to.
Yep.
They weren't actually married.
No,
I know that for a fact.
Stop. There's no way. Do not ruin my.
There's
freaking-
way more about her that I don't want to talk about online.
America's Sweethearts, Brandy and Jared from Storage Wars.
Yeah, she has a podcast though.
Really? No way.
We should do a crossover.
Yeah, she should come on.
Yeah.
She should come on the pod.
That's cool. Whatever happened to Dog the Bounty Hunter, though?
Oh,
He got canceled too.
What the fuck?
but wasn't that like tax evasion or something? Oh, God, I just can't even talk about anybody. Nobody.
No shit. An American
Well,
TV personality.
Yeah, named Dog the Bounty.
Dog the Bounty Hunter.
I always watch that show hoping something cool would happen, and nothing cool.
No,
ever
it never
happened.
did.
In Dog the Bounty Hunter. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't see. I
don't know.
It's a lot of knocking on doors, I'm sure.
It might be because of my age and the stuff I was like watching at the time. I remember that was around the time that I first saw that movie Training Day, and I wanted Dog the Bounty Hunter to be that.
The crossover.
Well, that's tough. That's a
crossover
great movie. A great movie, and then Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, I want Dog kicking in doors, doing cool shit, and he didn't really do that.
He did. Yeah, you can't kick indoors as a bounty hunter,
No.
can you? No, you have to knock politely, and you can't do any damage.
You have to get them to
Gotta be,
admit
right?
that they are the person that you're looking
There's
for.
some weird loophole states though that you get to do extra violent bullshit because there's some other
cool.
there's some other
wanna go
loser
there.
there's some other loser that is like trying to take that fame on like Instagram that does stuff like that.
Oh, now it's on
Dude,
Instagram. Bounty hunting on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
I hate Instagram.
Yeah.
But I love the guys that make reels of them doing crazy shit like that, like attacking bad people.
Yeah, the only ones I enjoy watching are the repo ones.
Oh, those are good too.
Someone just mad skilled with a truck, just like going into the skirting into the car wash, grabbing the car and booing out before the guy even gets the fucking
I like seeing them get away. I like seeing see the cars get away.
from the repo guy.
Yeah,
No, the repo guy
where
is
they're
cool.
backing the G wagon off of the lift, and it's just bouncing on the ground, and then they just drive
Fucking
away.
their car up.
Yeah,
I'm all about vigilante justice, you know.
yeah, yeah. I'm sure you are, you crazy bastard. Yeah. Anyways, I can't believe you just ruined Jared and Brandy though for me for real.
You know what I can't
Yeah.
believe?
What?
What Gage has been up to lately.
I had influenza type A is what I couldn't believe.
Well-
Let me tell you, I didn't know there were different types of flu.
You didn't?
You found out.
I don't think I've had. Well, I know I haven't had the flu since I was like middle school.
A wee lad.
Yeah, I didn't know the flu was like a serious thing. I'm being dead ass right
It
now.
puts you on your ass.
I did not know that the flu was. I thought the flu was just like a synonym for like having a bad cold.
no.
It's a suds.
Let me tell you, I was fucked up, and I don't know if Phil was the one that actually gave it to me or not. He claims he was.
It's Phil's fault.
You gotta stop kissing.
but
We all have to stop kissing.
we gotta
Phil.
stop kissing.
We have
Phil.
to stop.
Dude. I was laid out for 5 days straight, just in my bed, not like strong enough to move.
Yeah.
I did not know that was a fucking thing. So shout out anyone that has flu type A.
Yeah.
You're my hero for
You
surviving.
guys are. Yeah, you guys are survivors. I'm gonna get you a
You're
T-shirt.
my goddamn hero. But
Influenza type A. So what's B?
A is the bad one. Apparently, that's the one I had.
I had a flu story I was going to tell,
B
but
comes
I
out the
can't tell it
booty.
on the podcast because it's from work.
Whoa. Yeah, he
No,
signed
yeah.
an NDA.
It's a bad one.
Don't tell that one.
It was a bad one.
Oh. Ooh, I don't
Where the
want that
fuck
one.
is this note? Here we go. So, while I was sick, though,
This is a scripted podcast.
this
now.
is
He's
scripted.
he's
Yeah, let me read
reading
the
off
script.
of a script.
What I've been working on: slowly dying due to influenza type A. Next B. No. So what I've been working on though is I've been printing off my orcs, chaos dwarves, whatever for like 1,500 points. I think is what we're doing for Under the Dice Fest, right? So I'm aiming for that. But I'm also just kind of coming up with whatever is cool.
4 regiments. In
4
particular.
OPR regiments. Yes.
Square-based MFer.
Yes. So while I was sick, I just put in like painting chaos dwarves, and it brought up Anvil of Doom,
Oh, yes.
which we
Shout
watch all
out.
the time in the studio. Great channel.
Great channel.
But it auto played onto another channel, Matt's Hobby Hour. I don't know if you've ever watched Matt's Hobby Hour.
I'm going to go hit it with a subscribe when I get home.
Let me
that's for
tell
sure.
you, I watched every single video on that guy's channel.
Yeah?
So everyone is billed as like contrast hacks. And the first video, I
Okay.
was like,
Great contrast.
yeah, I was like, okay, this guy's going to sell me some bullshit, some slap chop, different named thing or whatever he came up with. No. This guy is, the production of his videos first of all, is top notch.
Okay.
Second of all, he's a YouTuber who has like, you ever watch those bushcraft videos? I know Steve has. Yeah. They always have like a smooth guitar in the background or like a nice jazz. He's got to be using the same copyright free stuff that they use. So right there, I'm like, all right, I'm sold. But he's got like this like Bob Ross. He's not doing the like the slow whisper or anything.
Yeah, he's not Goobertown.
He's not Goobertown, but he's just doing like a normal talking presentation voice.
Yeah.
And while he's doing it, he's just like, he's showing you every step and he's showing you his fuck ups, which I was like, all right, I already like this a lot. But every part of his videos is like, oh, this is how you contrast hack. And he goes through the whole thing of painting a mini with contrast paint. Not really a slap chop style zenithal or anything, but he'll stop at a point and go, okay, this is table ready. This is fine.
Nice.
But here's how I'm going to go a little bit further. And then he shows you how he highlights certain things and he's mixing the paint and he's showing you every single aspect of it, but not in like a, what's up YouTube type of way. It's like just a conversation.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, yeah, I know I'm dying right now, but I'm going to keep watching this guy's videos.
He got you through.
Dude, he got me through. So I actually messaged him.
Really?
I was like, hey, man, I had the flu when I watched every single one of your videos, and I just want to let you know, thank you, and I appreciate your work. And he was like, cool, thanks so much.
I'm gonna go on all of his videos and say I'm here because of Gage from high school.
yeah, everyone go there and tell him that my flu is why you're there.
Yeah, Gage got the flu, so I'm here.
But I will say the one thing that I did learn from him, and this may be a known thing, I never knew it. People complain about contrast paints drying too fast. Mm-hmm. He will grab like a thick wet brush, wet the model first.
Ooh.
Then he'll hit it with the contrast paint. And I was like, whoa.
That's smart.
I only know that because that's how I make Rattling Grime go further. My models.
There you go. I didn't know that. And he was just like,
smart as hell.
He was like, there's so many people that hate certain shades, like the shades line of Citadel, because they pool pretty heavily. He goes, if you wet the areas first and then use these, he goes, you can mix, you can do whatever you want.
Damn.
And it applies an even coat. And I was fucking shocked by it. And it came out great on all the videos he does. And like I said, he treats every video like a conversation. So he does it multiple times, but he tells you why he's doing it.
Yeah.
So I was astonished from that.
That's a good ass idea. I'm definitely trying that.
Right.
That's a great ass idea.
So then at the same time I was slowly dying, Wilhelm Miniatures is back making videos.
He's back, baby.
And he is also a contrast god with the paints. And I sent the video the other day to Terry in the group chat, but he does, I think it's Cthulhu Death May Die is the board game.
That's a crazy name.
It's a crazy game, and the game even looks weirder than the name. But he has like a big goat man Satan looking model that he paints using contrast paints, kind of in the similar vein of what Terry taught me how to paint with speed paints, the Army Painter 1.0.
Yeah. Oh, shadow.
But he just dips his brush, never once cleans it, dips it in each pot.
Fuck yeah.
Washes it the whole time, and he's just blending the whole time.
It's a fun way to paint.
And I was just like, man, I'm 100% stealing this for my Tyranids for the campaign that Terry is starting.
Yeah.
You better get started, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you should see this guy. Did you watch that video that Gage sent? The Wilhelm one?
No.
Dude, you should see how fast he goes. I mean, it's just
he pushes paint around.
Wet blending is so much fun, and you can get everything you ever want out of model painting from wet blending. And,
absolutely.
Yeah, you could take my corner set under the Dice Fest to do the exact same thing.
2 of you can, because that's all that's left for slots.
I'm actually, 2 of you can.
Yeah.
That's how I've been painting all my orcs.
With oil.
With oil.
Yeah.
Everything's wet, and I don't...
That's it. Yeah.
I have 3 brushes, and I never wash them, and I just keep painting.
Mushing it around until you get your highlight on top.
And it's what Evan made that joke to you at that time. Shout out, painted text.
Yep.
Made that joke to you when you were explaining me teaching you using the first gen speed paints and mixing white into the highlights and doing all this stuff. And he was like laughing, and he's like, "Yeah, I mean, it's just using oil. That's exactly how oils work."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I'm excited for it. I was saying it in the Patreon app. I picked out the being sick and then the printer has really made me productive on like my list building. So I have 3,000 points of War Master ready to go. They're 2-color primed.
Done.
So those will be brought to Adepticon. I'll probably use my Sharpie trick just to get the gold on there, and then whatever they're at. I don't care.
Did you talk about this Sharpie trick?
I don't know if I did.
Man, what a freaking... I never would have ever guessed that this Sharpie trick would work.
Yeah,
It's a Gundam trick.
Ooh.
Kind of, yeah. I grabbed a... It's not really a Sharpie. It's like an off-brand Sharpie, but the tip is pretty big. Mm-hmm. And I did it because I saw someone painting War Master with a actual Sharpie brand Sharpie. They were doing all the metallics with a silver Sharpie. So I was like, oh, my Chaos dwarves are red and gold. All the gold, I'm just going to do that.
Yeah.
And then when I went to Michael's, which probably by the time you guys are hearing this, Michael's is still having a huge blowout sale. Go hit all their clearance section because we robbed them the other day.
Seriously.
But I grabbed a gold Sharpie and I just started painting my Chaos dwarves for regiments, full 28 millimeter size with the Sharpie, and they're sick. I'm really stoked on it. It's very easy.
You're kind of using the edge, like sort of like an edge highlight, and just running it over all the gold details.
All the trim of all their armor, just running the Sharpie over it, and it washes fine. You can immediately put a null oil on it, and it washes everything. It just treats it like normal paint.
Nice and easy.
And it looks clean. It looks so good.
Yeah. And the beauty of it, too, is if you do absolutely fuck up and hit the wrong area, just immediately hit it with your thumb, and it comes right off. So I'm stoked on it.
Yeah.
But the printer. So I got 3,000 points of War Master ready to go. I have my regiment's 1,500 points ready to go. And then I did 1,200. Now I get to upgrade one guy with a gun. I found out.
There you go.
1,250 for the sci-fi campaign. But Tyranids. So I got a lot to do, but it doesn't feel overwhelming because it's all fun and exciting and it's actually shit I want to do. It's not like a pressure. I have the idea for my Nemo board, but I'm not allowing myself to think about that till after Adepticon.
Yes, same. I'm not getting too deep into board season, but I'm stoked to get, because watching Blur's Craft's board builds.
Dude, yeah. Also, shout out Blur's. Everyone knows Blur's, hopefully, if you listen to this pod, but his videos lately,
They're so
they are so him.
Yep.
And that's the coolest part.
Yeah. Half of the video is just like
just fucking peanuts, like
yes, dude,
Charlie
that
Brown
made me
gang
laugh
adults.
so hard.
it was amazing. And then underneath it's just like transmission garbled or something like that.
Translation now in effect. And he's like, all right, what's up?
So good. Yeah, it's just so Blurs, all of his videos. And like some of them are just like 6 minutes long and he's just like, I think I'm going to try this. I think I'm going to try that. And then sometimes they're just like big board shit.
Those are infinitely, like I said, with the Matt's Hobby Hour, with Blur's videos, with our boy Miscast videos, like a 5-minute, like, hey, here's this crazy thing I'm doing. You're going to watch it right now. That is infinitely more entertaining to me than a guy going, what's up, YouTube? Today we're going to go trim our balls, and here's how.
Yeah. Yeah, head on over to this site get 20% off. Now
Your
back
ball
to
trimmers.
painting the one model that I've been painting for the last 30 minutes.
30 minutes on times 10 speed.
Yes, yeah.
Oof. Anyways, but yeah, so I've been stoked on. Dude, I can't wait. I don't know what my board's going to be, but just because of watching those Blurs videos, I'm like, ooh.
You think you're going to do city? Like a congested like residential area?
I kind of want to do a big ass tower.
Yeah.
Like 2x2 board, just giant, really tall tower, but I don't know where I'd put it.
That's someone posted the picture from the old Necromunda board.
Yes, that's exactly what I saw, and I was just like, that's the coolest thing.
The problem with doing that with fantasy is the stone texture.
Yeah.
Takes so fucking long, like bricking out shit to like.
You got procs on, right?
Well, I saw. Okay, so this is cool. Summon Lesser Maker. Summon Lesser Maker. Yeah, it's a YouTube channel.
Lessa Meka?
No, not just Maker. Summon Lesser Maker. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. He did some collaboration with Trent, and I stumbled on his video, and it was a Mordheim video, and he does like a stamping technique with a brush where he just takes all the bristles out and just has the brass part at the end, and then shapes that.
That's a Trish
square.
Cardin, dude.
People do that with a pencil.
Yeah.
They take the eraser out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he goes so fast. He finished this whole like thing and we're like really quick, and he's just kind of like doing it and stamping along, and he did the whole freaking. I mean, my tower would want to be a little bit bigger than that, but probably it would only end up being like 3 feet tall or something.
I imagine it like Bill's board. Like Bill Ford's clock tower board
clock
that you
tower?
did. But you just
Ooh.
go crazier with it. Like I imagine it like an X, and then the doorways, and there's walkways that all go into each other and
that's a good
shit.
idea.
Straight Edge Revenge Tower.
Yeah, straight edge
Yeah.
revenge tower.
Hell yeah.
I don't know, lots to think
Or
about,
maybe
but
a
I
T. Do a big T, and then the
Yeah.
outside is the building, and then the inside is
Carrie.
the.
wow, that's cute. Maybe. I'm
Or
not.
don't.
I don't
Do
want to
whatever
think
you
about it.
want.
I don't want to think about it until after. Adepticon is going to be such a big.
I get it.
You could
Giant
lightly
thing.
plan.
I write down notes
Yeah,
in my phone.
Maybe once I finish the zine, I'll
There you
start
go,
thinking
there you
about
go.
it, which I'll talk about once you're done.
I'm done.
Oh God.
Now talk about
Harry's
it.
turn.
All right, so I've been doing the Demon Prince. I finished the Demon Prince for my
you did.
rats.
Do you have a name?
He is he does have an official demon name, but they all call him He Who Wears Many Beneath and Guides Below, and it's all dashes in between.
Sick.
So yeah, he's just a sick trench coat filled with rats, and
Bunch of rats standing.
a bunch of rats standing on each other, and that's his character. But yeah, then he has a demon name that I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But I'm pretty stoked on the way it came out. It was really quick, and I was like, I haven't done OSL in a while. I think once I take, because it looks good in person, I think it'll look really good once it gets like a nice picture taken with a black background, and you can kind of like focus on everything that you need to focus on.
Why are you defending?
Because the weird thing with OSL is like, obviously you want the object to be the brightest thing in there, which it is. However, it's like, I was like, I put so much work into like sculpting on the face and doing all this bullshit that I also want to highlight the other side of the face too. So I was like, well, maybe it's like the moon is hitting him over here. The sun is still hitting him over here. But then I'm like, well, then this should cut down on the OSL light. And so I think that like, if I wanted a true OSL effect, the other side of the rat should probably be pretty dark. But like I said, I was like so stoked on the work.
Who cares?
And that's
cool
what I mean.
model.
I think it looks cool like it is. I just think that's like my one gripe with it. But obviously, I'm done with it. Like, what I mean? I think it looks good. I did a ton of gloss shit, dude. I've been really on the Mod Podge gloss because I think it's awesome. I love just glossing up random details.
The hair.
Yeah, the
all the
hair.
fur,
I
the
did
matted
all
fur.
of like hot glue hair on the back, just like I did with my demons. I talked about that, I think, last episode. It's funny to talk about making areas gloss in your paint job because I talked about it in the first episode of Hypescom when I was talking about Chris Acrylic's his Secret Santa gift that had the gloss stuff on it, and it blew my mind. And it's just been simmering, and I've only recently really put it into my paint jobs. So I've been working on that. I finished that up, so now that moved out of the way, and then I was immediately stoked to then focus on sci-fi shit. I finished the PDF for the Grimdark Future campaign.
Do you remember the campaign name?
Yeah, A Galaxy at War. Right?
Cool.
Which is the
That's a
name
cool
of the
name.
book. It was like 7th edition book, and I didn't know that. I just like grabbed the first thing that was 40K related, and I was like, cool, that's the name. And so that's the name of the campaign.
Fuck it, dude.
Yeah, it's awesome. And I ripped through that. I've been handwriting everything, so it's like 4 pages that are all like handwritten, and they're all collaged and shit.
It was a real see how your brain works type thing where you're posting a page, being like, cool, I'm done. And then the next day you'd post another page and you're like, cool, I'm done.
Yeah.
And then like a week later you're like, all right, here's the whole PDF. I was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, I mean, the best part for me, and I've talked about this, like limited hobby time, limited work time, just because, I have a kid, I have a full-time job, I'm in school, I'm all these other things. Being able to carry everything around in a folder with me and then just be like, okay, cool, like I'm making tea. I have maybe 3 minutes and I can just open up the folder and the pen's in there and the paper that I'm tracing or the thing that I'm laying out is just right there, and I can sit it on my kitchen table and do it while the tea's boiling. I mean, those little chunks of time, they seem silly, but it's like I could do that or be on my phone.
Yeah.
And, it's kind of cool to see how much you can get done in like, I have 5 minutes in between classes that I'm teaching. Like, how much can I get done? And it's like I did that weird planet collage just like right before 5th grade showed up for their art class, and I was just gluing shit down.
Just random different diameters.
Yeah.
Of just
I had like
textures.
big hole punches, and I was just punching out holes from literally just like magazines that had cool texture, and I was like, this is a jungle planet, hence all the leaves on this circle, and this is
it worked.
Blah, blah,
it was
blah.
cool.
Yeah. And so that's done. I think for the campaign, we had talked about this a little bit in the Patreon episode, and then I was like, I'll save it for the main app. I wanted to keep this campaign as low stakes for me as possible. And I write about this in the zine, which I'll get to in a second, but the thing with campaigns is they can get like a bit too big.
Oh, yeah.
And then if you have like a lot of people playing, and for our regiments campaign, the map was, I mean, the most exciting part of it. But also, I imagine it was a pain in the ass to update every time things finished up.
People submitting late or like,
Right?
you know, it's annoying.
Right?
It's definitely annoying.
You're getting your roof done, and
Yeah. It's like you have
Takes
stuff
longer
going
than
I got
on.
other shit. Yeah, I got other shit going on. And it sucks. It's like 2 weeks. You're like, oh, that's plenty of time. If I was to do another campaign, it'd be like once a month. It
yeah,
gets updated.
absolutely. Yeah.
And that's what I was worried about, because I was like, time is strapped. Like, I'm only going to be able to play, you know, I'll be only able to play one game per rotation, per 2-week rotation of this campaign. If, you know, I might not get any games in. You know, I basically wanted to provide this for people to use and to take and sort of set something up and be like, okay, now it's all of ours in a way. Mm-hmm. So my goal, my plan is to just have like a shared Google Sheets, and you can just log your shit right in there. So it'll be like at top, it'll say the date, and then below that, you'll be able to be like, okay, I lost one game, that's -1 planet, but I won 2, so I'm at 1, and then you just put 1 there. And then at the end, you just have the total. And then whoever has the most planets at the end wins.
Easy enough.
And from there, Dark Tyler was great about sending me just like all this lore for different planets, but like from there, people can come up with their own kind of narrative thing in the game.
Absolutely.
You know, you were saying like it would be cool if you had like planets.
Little updates every now and then.
Yeah, which would be pretty sweet. Because I was doing, like I was saying, like using hole punchers to make moons and using big hole punchers to make planets and stuff. And so like that would be kind of fun to like kind of have a visual where it's like, okay, this person like has all these planets or whatever.
Right.
But ultimately, it's like, I know that that's going to get too much work. I know that.
Yeah, I mean, it's also one of those things where it's so low stakes, and I know you as a person and planner want the least amount of responsibility going into a thing as possible. But I think something like that you would be stoked on in the moment to just blast out.
Maybe.
Or one of us would do it, and that would get you stoked on it as well, or something like that.
The thing I'm worried about is 3 weeks into it, or 3 rounds into it, where it's a month and a half into it, and you're like, fuck, like I'm really busy right now.
I have
like
to make 18 fucking circles.
Yeah, I don't want to like take away
No,
from
I get
other
that.
people's experience if I can set up a situation that makes everybody, including myself, like makes all of our lives easier.
Yeah.
This is sort of an experiment on that. And I talk about this in the zine, like I don't know if this is going to work. This is just my game plan for like, will this work? It could end up becoming too baby town, and everybody's just like, this is boring. Like, come on.
Yeah.
But I figure people are still getting together to play games. That's the more exciting part. The end step is cool, but people will still be able to see a leaderboard, and they'll still be able to have that kind of Call of Duty, like KD ratio.
Something you could do, just brainstorming, like you could make a list of like 50, I don't know, 20 planets, give them all names, and then like give a 1-sentence blurb about each planet, kind of like what Phil did with his thing, and then just say, I don't care what you do with it, this is for you. Like, oh, you want to go battle on
Optimus Prime?
Yeah, that's the planet that has
That's
like
a great planet.
acid rain that like melts everything.
Everything
fight
turns
there.
into trucks.
Yeah, everything turns into trucks, orc trucks.
No, yeah, totally. And that's where Tyler came in. He sent me, it was randomly sent a text with a list of different planets and their descriptions, and was like, you don't have to use this, but I just happen to have all of these planets and their descriptions. And I was like, of course you do. Of course you do. Shout out.
Naturally.
Shout out Tyler, who's all right at painting.
Chat GPT asked Tyler.
Wow, don't put that on him.
Put that on
Don't
him.
put that on our friend Tyler.
You never know, dude. Have you ever seen him and Chat GPT in the same room?
No.
Damn, dude.
I'm just saying.
Do you get your ass kicked around here talking like that, though?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you use ChatGPT.
I'm just saying.
That stands for chat
AI
getting
art.
your butt kicked. You know what I'm saying?
Chat GBT.
Chat GPT.
ChatGPT.
Getting your butt teared up. Torn up. Straight up, dude. So I've been doing that, and then I've been doing the zine, and I've been getting pretty far at the zine. You get worried when a project kind of seems too big, and you're like, you can't see the finish line. And you're like, fuck, am I ever gonna get this fucking thing done? I'm kind of losing steam. Mm-hmm. But now I'm just grinding towards it. I think I'm just waiting for the interviews back, which I won't say who the interviews are, just in case they don't, or there's something comes up and they can't get back to it.
They will.
They will. I'm sure they both will, and it'll be a nice little surprise when you hear this will come up right before Adepticon. So, when you pick it up at Adepticon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you don't, sorry, I don't think I'm going to ship these out. I think it's just going to be you get it.
I hate shipping.
Yeah, it's the worst part. And so you can get them at Adepticon and come find me. I'll be running away from the 40K players, and there'll be zines flying out of my backpack.
There you go.
And you can catch one there.
Or you can send me $40 and I'll bootleg one of his zines for
that would
you.
be very funny.
Photocopying his zine.
Making a bad PDF and selling it to people. That would be really cool.
Patreon.com/Hivescott.
No! It's blocked behind a paywall. Anyways, though, so yeah, that's been going pretty good. And the campaign, there's a little bit about the campaign in there that you can see. So I think that, if you're interested in this at all, figure out a way to get a copy of that.
I'm sure the campaign packet you put up will be on the Patreon.
Yeah, I think
Just make it
so.
a free post for whoever. Who cares?
Yeah.
Just to get eyes on it,
Yeah, get a good eye on that sucker. The Eye of Sauron.
Oh my god.
That's pretty cool.
And the last thing, really quick, is I've been stoked on orcs, so I made a truck.
Orcs.
You made a cool truck.
Dude, it's fun to go back to past projects. I haven't touched these orcs in probably a year and a half, maybe even longer than that.
Probably longer than that.
And seeing my old paint jobs, where you really cut your teeth, where it was really I remember I just tried highlighting on this guy, and it looked pretty good. This looks pretty nice. And then other things where you're just wow, I just definitely put 2 coats of Agrax Earthshade on this just totally brown orc.
Yep.
And you're like, well, that was an experiment. I remember doing that. And so the trucks, I remember I built one truck per the specifications of GW, and I painted it up red per the specifications of GW, and it looked pretty good. But I remember it took me freaking forever, dude. And this is because I was using, little pots of paint and flipping it open and doing the base, and doing the layering and doing the wash. And oh my god, dude! And that truck, there's a million different panels. They're all different colors. It looks crazy because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and it took me a very long time. And then I started kit bashing a truck, and then was like, "Fuck, man, I'm lost. I don't really know how to do this." And so then finding it again and being like, what the fuck was I so afraid of? What was I so afraid of with this truck? I mean, just give it your best shot. And I just started gluing stuff together on it. Just
we
hot
were
gluing.
here. Phil was just passing you random parts of a helicopter Hot Wheels toy. And was just can you put this on the model? You're like, sure,
I'll figure it out. Put some
gluing
hot
bits
glue.
on.
Yeah, and you know what? It looks cool. There's some stuff that now that it's zenithal, I'll probably go in and fill a couple of gaps, but you can get pretty far just literally gluing shit
absolute shit to it. Yeah,
just random things that look like a vehicle part.
I was texture pasting my bases, and you turned around fast, and your model just happened to be close to my texture paste tool, and I just started putting it on the model, and you're like, sure, why not?
It looked great too.
It looked great.
It added to that little part a lot. So yeah, I just think that if you're in that moment where you're just nervous to maybe kit bash, or nervous to maybe do a project that you stopped because you're I don't really know. I don't want to fuck up this model. I don't want to do this. Just give it a go, because it's it's better getting it done than letting it sit in some half finished state.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm pretty stoked on the way this is. Still a little nervous about painting it, but I think I'm going to just try and paint it as quick as I possibly can, and I think it'll come out great.
I think
It'll be fine.
I think for you it'll be excellent.
I think it'll be awesome. And I think it'll look better than the old truck that took me a very long time,
Are you going to keep the old truck?
Yeah, the
way
old
it
truck
was?
is part. Yeah, I mean, part of, and I want to go back to these old orcs and kind of touch them up, but then there's the other part of it where you're I don't know, it kind of shows where you were.
Yeah. I not to bring up any old wounds or anything.
Fuck, I
but
knew you were going. I was
I'm not,
thinking about this.
I'm not trying.
Great,
but I needed 20 termagants or hormagaunts today, and I picked up one. That was my first model,
and it probably looked really good compared to the rest of them.
When I got back into painting, and yes, it has a white dry brush on it, but I looked at it, I laughed because of the hive scum bit at this point, but I think I'm just going to paint over them all. It's not like my first ever model, you know what I mean? It's not like the automotive spray painted Catachan that I have still.
So I'm getting away with it. So you won't be mad at me anymore.
I think I will post a picture of it to make fun of you one last time.
You have to.
And then you'll get away with it.
Yes. Listeners, if you don't know the bit, I was trying, it was late at night, and I was like, Gage, dude, you could just dry brush literally any mini, dude, and it just looks better. And I grabbed just a random...
Just a model I was actually proud of.
Yeah.
Finished Termagant.
I was like, dude, look at this thing. And I just started dry brushing them without asking permission because it was late at night, and I was being a little bit goofy. And Gage was like, wait, does that have... gold on the base? And I flipped it over, and sure enough, it was a golden egg under there. And I said, yeah, why? And he said, that was my first model I painted.
Tears streaming down my face.
There was a good long hug, and he's never let me live it down since. So now finally I can move on with my freaking life. Anyways, that's all I've been working on.
Speaking of moving on, Steve, what have you been working on?
Nothing.
I've been painting orcs.
Nothing. I haven't been doing anything.
I've been painting orcs.
40,000 points of orcs.
I did. I painted a lot of them.
Yeah. And you've been oiling it.
Oiling them.
What caused this oil?
I had that chat with TNP Matt.
We
did that video, his little talkover videos that he does.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the video was, it's us sitting there talking, and the whole time I'm staring at his face over a video of him painting a model, and I'm like, that shit looks easy.
Yeah.
That shit looks easy.
Did his lawyers clear the use of chained with our lawyers?
I don't think so.
Well,
cease and desist.
Yeah.
Cease and desist, Matt.
These balls.
We'll have to settle that at Adepticon. While we're sitting next to him for 4 days straight.
Adepticon Court of Law. We just have Tanner in a powdered wig come out with a gavel. That's a good bit.
That is a good bit.
Hey, hear ye, all rise. Just a little Dark Tyler with one of those little horns.
Yeah.
All rise.
Tyler's the stenographer.
Oh, yeah. He's got his little glasses, his little Revolutionary War glasses on.
We referred to 7 minutes ago and 32 seconds.
He's got a receipt that he's just going through.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
This is a good bit. Yeah, this is.
9 foot tall Tanner sitting on the stool, still towering over everyone.
That's cool.
But anyway, you had a nice chat with Matt.
Had a nice chat with Matt. And then I went out to Michael's and got the 6 for 2 discount.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just kind of sat here one day and painted 10 orcs.
Yeah.
In like an hour. I was like, that shit's easy.
Yeah, easy mode.
And then because I wanted to paint the orcs for a while, and I was like, what's the fastest way to do this? And when I watched Matt's videos, I was like, oh, that might be the fastest way to do this. So I tried it out.
You're keeping with a true Zorn, but plus green.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I'm not really using yellow at all. It's black, red, and the red is so minimal.
So what's the name of this palette?
I don't know, Steve. It's lamp black, burnt umber, cadmium red, and the cadmium red is used like very minimally.
Cadmium red.
Cadmium red.
Yeah. Don't lick those brushes.
And then I have like white for highlighting, and then I've been going back with when it's all dry, and I like dry brush highlight with silver on the weapons to like just I don't know,
acrylic.
Acrylic silver rather than doing like a white highlight. I just do that.
Oil looks so good.
It looks pretty good.
I love mixing. I mean, oil and gouache have such a different look than acrylic.
It looks grimdark.
Yeah, it kind of just like passes that, where like the gouache that I'm using looks so Old Hammer.
Yeah, it's definitely got like that bright
even like because the black orcs, I was just mushing browns just every which way, and then I hit them with a heavy dry brush of lead belcher. But no matter what, it still gives you that like that old hammer pop of color.
Yeah.
But I love how matte it is, but like you said, it's exactly like that oil just instantly gives you like a grim, gritty like texture to it.
Yeah, I don't really understand it. How Armageddon Bound does his orc skin.
Yeah.
It like does that just in one. I put green on it, I wipe it off, and then it's the color that I want
staining.
it to be.
Yeah.
And that's like kind of what I was doing with like the Rattling Grime anyway. So it's kind of the same thing.
Are you hitting them with Zenny first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really matter, it seems like.
Well, if you're staining it, you're getting that pre-highlight because of your Zenithal highlight.
Yeah.
So,
well, I have a bunch of orcs in a bag over there that I was gonna just, I painted them and I didn't finish them, and I was like, oh, I'll just like paint over this. Do the same, but they don't have a Zenithal, so it won't get
over
the
them.
stain. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah.
But now I'm very sleepy, so I'm not probably gonna do that.
I think
tonight.
everyone can tell.
Come on, dude. Wake up.
I'm sleepy.
Wake up. Do some push-ups. Dude, come on, dude. You're harsh.
Dude, do some push-ups.
Yeah.
How many do you want me to do?
Live on air? How
many did we make
competition
with the headphones still on?
Yeah. 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
10.
Do you still have any Coke Zero
12,
left?
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26,
That was
27,
beautiful.
28,
All right, now pound the rest of this Coke Zero. Pound the rest of it, dude.
Yeah, dude, we're back. Steve's
Dude,
back.
did any of that get in your mouth?
It's the Steve Hour.
I'm really tired. Okay, I
I
worked
thought the
last
energy was going to
night.
be much higher when you came back to the mic.
Got my roof done.
Yeah.
Been printing a castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the deal with that? So is that for regiment? That's for siege?
I don't know. I just built it because I want a
sieging?
castle. Yo, y'all sieging?
Y'all sieging?
I do want. Dude, like ever since me and Ian talked about like writing siege rules for regiments, and we kind of did, and then OPR came out with siege rules, but I don't really like them. Which I'm allowed to say because I made that guy a lot of money.
I was going to say, you got to whisper about that.
But I would like to do a siege game, whether or not it uses like actual sieging rules, just even playing in front of a castle, and it's like you deploy here and everyone else deploys like this. And
well, if anybody can come up with it, it's you and Maggot Ian.
I know.
You two little guys. You guys will freaking rock it.
But I've been feeling very, very overwhelmed the past few weeks with everything coming up. Adepticon.
Yup.
Flames getting finalized on the Dice Fest.
Yup.
Trying to get started compiling everything for the zine to try and have done. I was like, maybe I'll do it before Adepticon. And then I was like, I don't think that's happening.
No.
There's still time.
There
is still time.
Steve's saying, I'm overwhelmed. There's still time, though.
But sometimes when I'm feeling overwhelmed,
I hear you.
Fully accomplishing a task to completion will reset everything and be like, oh, yeah, I feel great. Now
you reorganize your priorities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get that ball rolling.
Then I get going.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah,
I
I'm
bet
probably not
that'll
going to do
happen.
that. I'm probably not going to do that.
I don't know. Now I feel like I see the ball rolling already.
I still got to figure out what's going on with the mechs which, I mean, everyone's going to hear this. We're going to be going right into Adepticon from here.
Yeah,
so.
this will be I think this will come out the weekend before Adepticon weekend.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll get those mechs situated. I did a couple of custom builds that you'll be able to buy. Like buy a little set of like 4 custom mechs sculpted by Tommy, Big Boss Red Skulls. A certain friend of ours is doing recasts of some of the Animex, so I'll have a couple more of those. And should I say who it is?
You can say whatever you want.
Yeah. Our good friend Ian is going to try and do some casts of the Animex.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So
He's got it in the bag.
he's getting nice with it.
Yeah.
He did those. Is that public knowledge?
Matt's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he did maths, and he did a really good job. He's really dialing it in.
Which you can also buy it at our booth
Yes, because we will be there with
with Matt.
Matt.
Yeah. Dual boothing,
Which
which you have to, and then
you
we'll
have to.
talk about that when we get to the main topic of the
But
episode.
Grimdark Flea Market is going to be sick.
Yeah.
Friday, right?
You guys hassled me, and then I went and immediately made a flyer.
And then you're not going to be there.
No, I'll be
you'll
there on Friday.
You'll be there.
I was like, shit, am I not going to be there?
No, you'll be
Yeah,
there.
I'll be there Friday.
What'd you call it?
The Dynamite Swap Night.
Yeah.
God, you're definitely on like a disco kick right now.
Oh, for sure, dude. I'm on my dad shit. Dynamite Swap Night, baby. Yeah, dude. It was a sick little rhyme on the front. It was like, bring your bits and your kits and get ready to barter with the best of them, or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's
Dude,
pretty
it was
good.
good. It was nice.
People
Disc jockey.
already posting what they're bringing. People
Yeah.
are showing their goods.
I got a box. I got a big box.
Big
Old box.
Big box Red Scroll. Red Skull.
Red Scroll.
Red
Scroll
Shout
Records.
out. Shout out Red Scroll Records. Buy from them on Discogs.
Yeah.
or in person.
Or in person if
They
you're
carry
around
under the
area.
dice.
Yeah. And they're awesome. They deserve that shout out.
Yeah.
They deserve it.
They deserve it.
You been working on anything else though? Should we just slide right into the old
I don't think
Adepticon
I've been
Talk
doing
Arena?
anything
We
else.
should
I think I just did orcs.
slide right in.
We
All
can
right.
slide right in.
Slide in. that
Dude, we got a nice
sound of
smooth sounding
Adepticon.
effect.
Oh,
Hey, get us a smooth sound.
slide. Bet
Slide
we do,
on
dude. We're
in.
sliding.
Dude, we want to slide.
What are we sliding into?
The main topic.
What's the main topic?
We're sliding right in. Slide. This sounds like Longmont Potion Castle. What about
Slide.
Slide. We're sliding in. Slide.
What else we got? We got slide.
We're sliding. We're sliding right into the main topic.
Yeah, anyways. We're sliding in. Anyways,
What's
we're
the
sliding in. Topic for today is we're
Gage
talking
said
about
it was a
Adepticon.
surprise.
Oh, wait.
No, that was for the Patreon episode.
Wait,
Oh.
way to peek the mic. Cool. Yeah, we're talking about Adepticon.
Adepticon 2025. And the greatest booth
Ever.
ever. Booth
Yes.
607.
The greatest podcast.
666.
The greatest kit basher of all time.
Me.
Tyler.
Gage.
Dark Tyler.
At No Clear Coat.
Yeah, baby. Shout out.
Do you guys know who our neighbors are?
Oh,
Iwata.
Iwata?
We about to scoop up those
Iwata.
cheapo.
Get a
Now-
new airbrush. You think they thought of that when they made their business?
Oh, that's the way they get the name.
That's how they got
Iwata.
it, dude. All right, cool. I have 1% battery. Cool. Shut up, Evan. What do you think the vendor guy looks like for Iwata?
Suspenders.
Suspenders
Ooh.
guy?
Yeah. Or
Suit guy.
mechanic jacket.
Oh, really? For
Ooh.
Iwata? I don't know.
Like, not a jacket, like a Dickies work shirt,
Yeah.
which is what I will be wearing at Adepticon.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know what are you bringing up a picture of him, or are
No.
we just guessing?
No, we're just guessing.
I'm gonna guess he's dressed as a clown.
Yeah?
I'm gonna guess he's dressed as a big clown with a big honky nose and two giant feet.
Something tells me
go,
you're
"Fire."
wrong.
Well, you never know. But when he show up and he looks like a clown,
Do you know who our other neighbor is?
You said it, and I didn't. really
he's some
pay
tormented
attention.
idol, right?
Yeah.
He's some tormented soul.
Well, he's a soul.
Really
that's
tormented, sick freak.
He's a sicko.
It is Black Magic Craft.
Yeah, so you can come hang out
Idols
with
of
all
Torment.
the gang.
Jared, Caffeinated Miniatures, will also be working the booth.
Will he?
Yes, he will.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That
We're
is,
the
I'm
booth
very
members.
excited for that then.
I already warned those motherfuckers that I'm bringing a Nerf gun and I'm shooting them.
I'm bringing out. Never mind.
All right, cool. So I have the vendor list.
The full list of all.
Are you just
whole
reading
list.
vendors?
Read the
I'm going to
whole
read
list.
1,000 vendors
This
straight.
would be great because I bet you it'll be a lot of companies with booths and not a lot of little people with booths.
Correct.
Yeah, boring. Adepticon, you hear me?
Boring.
I heard you're listening to me, Adepticon. I hope you're listening. Adepticon, are you listening to me?
No, I think there's a good mix in our area of where we're at.
Locals in our area.
Locals only.
Hot local gamers in our area.
Hot locals.
baby.
I will say
What are you doing over there? You're not reading anything?
No.
You're not-
Do you want me to read 1,000 vendors?
Well,
to
why
you?
else would you bring the list up, Gage?
I was
crazy
just trying
bastard.
to look at who is near us.
Does Milwaukee
Okay.
have any cool fast food?
Milwaukee does not have anything cool, period.
I know.
Dude, home of the pancake burger.
Home
Two
of-
pancakes put together with a burger in between, dude.
That's like a
that sucker
McGriddle,
in-
yo.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's Milwaukee. That's what they call the Milwaukee Special. And then you slap a Corona Extra in the top and you sink it down inside so the beer doesn't come out.
Okay, this is fake now.
What are you talking about? Dude, this is a totally real thing. It's called the Milwaukee Special.
What are we gonna? We gotta.
I hate this.
What are you talking about?
If it's
Because you
real
don't
or
drink
fake.
it. You're not. It's not vegan, but they
It's
do have
not
a
vegan or straight
Dude,
edge.
I'm gonna be drinking all week.
You're gonna be
No, you're
wasted.
not.
I'm gonna be-
Stop
I'm
it.
gonna execute
Stop
you.
it. That's so you will go to sleep at 10 o'clock like all these other guys. They're just day drinking all day long, and then they go, I have to go to bed.
No, I will stay up till 2 a.m. like every other day that I do at Adepticon.
Yeah. What are you most excited for?
Who are you asking?
Both of you.
I'm asking you.
Answer at the same time, both of you.
1, 2, 3.
Seeing people. Yes, all I want to do is see people. There's nothing I want to buy. If Pulp Miniatures is there, maybe I'll buy shit. This is what I mean, though. I don't. Pulp. Well, I don't know. Pulp
Ooh,
Miniatures-
yes.
Well,
Badgers.
my phone died, so
Who
I
cares?
want to go to the Badger booth. The Badger booth.
Not
why
Iwata.
did you say that like a kid in the back of a station wagon? I want to go to the Badger booth.
Mom, is the Badger booth open?
We're almost there.
That's the best booth at Adepticon.
Yeah, they have free airbrushes.
They have all those Kev Adams sculpts.
Kev Adams sculpts. They have
Oh,
the
the Badger Games ones. I thought you were talking about the
Yeah.
Badger airbrush guys.
No.
Boo them. I was like, we're right next to Iwata.
I do also want to go to the.
I want to go to.
I want to also go to the Bits
Funny
Bazaar.
for only us.
That's got to be the name of the episode.
Iwata.
I want to go to Adepticon.
Yeah, I mean, but the Badger Games booth, that booth is insane.
rock.
They're so good.
They have a shitload of Cromlech, right? That's the same booth.
It's not. I don't think they have Cromlech.
They
but
do have Cromlech.
Do they?
Well, when I went last time, there
Yeah,
was
they did.
Cromlech, dude. There was Gasland.
They did last year as well because a person
I
kept picking
remember.
up certain World War II faction miniatures and kept holding them up specifically by their logo, saying this would be a great logo for Hive Scum podcast. I was yelling it.
Jeez,
Some
well, great.
really
Yeah.
cool icons.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some competitive 40K players that would love that.
Oh yeah.
Shoot, but but they have a bunch of historical minis there.
Yes.
Do I bought like a cheap, just like they have just bins of cheap shit too. I bought a box of freaking 40 like random Perry sculpts for like $15.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Where's the Perry Minis booth?
Yeah,
That's what I want.
Yeah,
England.
Perry Bros.
At Salute.
That sucks.
Salute
Salute my shorts. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Camp salute my shorts. Yeah, I think seeing people obviously is probably the most exciting part.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see, as a professional con goer that I am,
Oh my god.
I'm excited to see how much Adepticon steps it up.
Virgin alert.
they better step it up.
No, you know why though? Because we talk about this all the time with Under the Dice Fest. Where does it lose its cool, right? Like how big can you get before it's lame?
Oh, I have a vision of it in my head.
I do too. And I wonder if Adepticon... I think what made Adepticon so cool at the last convention center was how spread out everything was, but also still close.
Yeah.
Like,
You
okay,
can walk 3 minutes and be on
I'm
the other
bored. I
side
want to
of the
go.
con.
Yeah, I want to go see the Age of Sigmar stuff. I'm just
Yeah.
going to get up and go. But at the same time, our area, the Grimdark Alley, was like secluded enough where I could just go and chill there.
Yes.
Well, yeah, because it was like down a weird hallway.
Yeah.
Right.
Which I
right.
think we are still kind of in a
we are
weird
still
spot.
we are still in a weird spot.
I don't want to be in the front and center.
I'm
Imagine
locking
that.
the door.
Straight up.
I'm shutting the door and
Speak
I'm locking
friend
it.
and enter.
Make a code word for people to come
Wait,
in.
Yeah, it's the Elvish word for friend.
What's the code word?
Well, this comes out before.
Yeah, what's the code word?
What'd you say?
Mallock.
Is that what he says? I
Moloch?
can't remember.
It's definitely not Mallock.
but he says it all weird.
Ballock.
You have to say it like Gandalf.
No, I don't want you to say that. Don't talk.
Yeah.
Dude, the first person to come up and say that, I'm going to be mad.
Gotta say it
It's
now.
gonna be
Only to
even.
Steve.
It's gonna be even funnier now because we're 1,000% gonna forget this bit, and people are just gonna come up to us and go, blah, blah, blah.
Great to see you, man.
All right, you fucking weirdo, get away from me.
Hey, nice to see you. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder that, and I wonder, it's like, the meat grinder guys, anonymous tabletop
going.
podcasts, they're not going, and I can only imagine that's because it's like it's a different location, and
They said it was too far. Some of them,
Some of them aren't doing. Were they sick?
yeah, some of them are having health problems. Some were couldn't get offered work, whatever, all different reasons. And they said rather than just be super overwhelmed and only have 2 people,
yeah.
they're not going to do it. Which respect. You can't
I
capture
hate-
lightning in a bottle multiple times.
Yes,
I hated that people wanted to take up the mantle.
Oh,
I'll do it for you.
I get it, but that's the thing. It's trying to capture something that, you know what I mean? It's not like there's ever going to be another Woodstock 99, right?
Yes.
And being like, I'm going to make Woodstock 99 in 2026. It's like, no, you're not.
It might be cool.
Yeah. No, that was a crazy night. Go back and listen to episode number 6 to be at the real meat grinder crazy fest.
That was the greatest meat grinder event they ever did.
Yeah, and then
None have topped that.
No, and then they've just, and it's like it's got to be
tried.
overwhelming. It's got to be so much work for Anonymous Tabletop Podcast now because people want to go there and yell, and they're
The
probably
Adepticon
like, cool.
staff also last year was not on board with it. They put them in a different area, and then it pissed off everyone. Anyone that was there knows all the fucking tables around it were all pissed off.
Yeah, it's a 2 a.m. special only. You can only do that then.
That's it.
But I mean, I think that there's not going to be as many indie people. I feel like there's not going to be as many, just because I think the prices have gone up,
Really?
and like the kind of exclusivity of the whole thing feels like it's gone up a little bit.
I think the opposite.
Okay, good. I hope you're right. I really do.
No, I keep seeing people going, "Oh, $2,000 for a vendor table? Fuck that!" And then they're grabbing backpacks, and then they're like, "I'm loading
That's
it up with
what I
zines
fucking
and shit."
want.
Yeah,
That's what I want. I want people selling shit out of the back of their car.
go find Big Boy Game Time. He's got 4 zines to sell you out of his backpack.
And
Shit like
that's-
that. You know what I mean?
yes.
Like that I think is going to be the cooler aspect of it.
Yes,
of
and
just these
I
illicit
hope.
deals everywhere.
Because I loved going to Adepticon, and then there's some guy posted up on a table being my wife's gonna kill me if I come home with any of these models. Please
See,
buy
that's
them.
cool.
That's the
That
best.
guy rocks.
That guy was awesome. I'm walking through. I'm buying some.
Spousal abuse rocks.
I'm buying some guys like used Kolinsky sable brushes because I'm just
Yeah.
sure, I'll give you $5 for this thing, and it's just like you're going around just buying random stuff from this guy who just brought all of his LGS's garbage, and you're like, yes, dude, old metal shit, yes, all this other shit. I don't want just GW booth. I don't want just
right.
Warlord
No one
Games
wants that.
booth. I don't want just like the big. I don't want Iwata.
I want a different booth.
I want a different booth. Yeah, I just don't want all of that shit where it's just like, who was there was some guy in a suit last year. I think it was the CO cast guy.
J3.
Oh, great. No, not J3.
Yeah, J3 and TJ.
Oh, those guys should be selling CO cast to people. But it was 2 years ago. There was a booth with like CO cast, and it's just like a giant booth, and some guy shaking hands, and it's like, you know what I mean? I get why you're here, but come on. I want the little guy.
I have the same problem with, at such a different degree of like, pitch this guy your game, and I'm like, no, I don't even want to talk to that guy. Please, just buy the game or go away.
Yeah.
I have the opposite problem.
No, so maybe I'm being negative though. You might be right. I think that there might be a little bit more.
I think we're going to
underground.
see a lot more underground shit because of the crazy booth price this year. Which, speaking of the booth
really
price, you need to stop by our booth. and
Please
maybe,
come buy something.
make me buy
Please.
something.
Yes,
Flames of Orion will be there.
especially like driving there and having this crazy booth.
We are renting a van. We are bringing a bunch of boards. We are
Please
displaying
play
everything.
on them.
We are bringing all of our toys. Our friends are bringing all their hard work, their games. Inhumane Harvest, Flames of Orion, Sunrot, Terry's zine.
The list goes on.
Terry Zine.
I am just selling hoodies. That's it.
Hey, those hoodies are freaking sweet.
Wait, do I have a new thing? Oh, I'll have the Flames of Orion shirts. I forgot about those.
You have the Flame shirts?
We'll have our new shirts.
We have the Hive Scum exclusive con shirt.
super limited.
Yes, it is.
It's so cool, and I'm getting one for myself, so that's one less that you can get.
I'm getting one.
also
Terry's getting one.
I was like, this is the coolest shirt we've ever done.
Yeah.
I think it's so sick.
If you like hunting, if you like, you like guns,
If you like guns, if you like
slam metal.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, you'll love this shirt.
you'll love this shirt.
But I think it's going to be, I mean, ultimately, I was very negative there for a second, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be great to see people.
I think
It's gonna
your
be great to fool
fear
around.
is fair. You know what I mean? You get to a point where it's too corporate, and like we say with Under the Dice Fest, it's like, how big can we get till it loses its charm?
Yeah.
The second you make it corporate is the second that it has nothing. Like it's like, oh, I don't even want to be involved with it anymore.
I agree to a certain extent, because I look at Adepticon's been going, what, 15
It's been a while.
Long fucking time, right?
Yeah.
Look when we discovered Adepticon.
Yeah.
It was pretty fucking corporate then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, totally.
And we kind of carved out our own little corner and took it over. So I'm not so fearful of that. I think, like we said, no matter what, the punks are always going to show their shit and deal with whatever.
Yeah. I'd love to roll out a blanket and start selling shit like under the stairs.
Isn't that what Tanner did?
I mean,
That's literally what Tanner
that
did
was the
last
midnight
year.
market last year.
Just scooping it up really quick and running away.
I mean, it was pretty much.
No, you didn't even have to. It was just in a back alley room that he found.
Do you think Bits Bazaar is going to be there?
He's got to be.
There's no way he's missing that.
I don't know. Like, how far away is he now that it's not in
They
Chicagoland?
actually drive. Dude, me and Phil saw them driving from New York.
Yeah, we saw
okay.
them. We saw
On the
them
way
at the
home.
rest stop last time. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I always like those guys. I don't think I can really afford anything that they're selling.
Dude,
Are you guys? Do you have any games lined up? Are you playing any games?
No.
Nope.
I'm gonna run. I have the Flames of Orion thing that I'm doing, which I haven't even sat down, and I wrote the idea down on my notes app of like, all right, this is what it's gonna be, and then I haven't done anything else for it yet.
Yeah.
It'll be sick.
What about you?
I may not bring anything. I like stealing minis off the Reaper table and painting them to make a warband.
Yeah.
So I might just do that again.
Oh, we're playing a game.
We're playing a game.
Yeah, we're gonna play a big game.
You guys are playing regiments, though, right? No?
We're gonna try and find an opponent to play against me, Gage, and BDCF.
Oh,
an Orc Siege.
Orc Kings.
I'm gonna bring that castle, and it's gonna be orcs besieging.
Ooh.
Someone has to defend their castle.
Yeah, you need a defender, though.
Yeah, we need to find a
Listener, if you're
defender.
out there,
You got to have a lot of points, though.
a lot of points.
A lot of points.
Yeah, I think I'm bringing. I'll probably bring War Master, just because it takes up not a lot of room.
Yeah.
I'm bringing a fantasy warband, a sci-fi warband, and then the regiment's army, and that still is only like 2 really useful boxes worth of models.
You got to bring an Inhumane Harvest character.
Yeah. See, that I could do.
I think I might try and go to the scary Mill Sim guys
Oh, Blackout.
Oh.
Those models are cool.
and buy something over there.
Tactical,
Yeah,
military
something
guy.
like that.
Just don't forget to salute them or they'll kick your ass, dude.
I mean, maybe.
And definitely don't stomp their flag.
Oh, you
Don't you
wanna
dare
know what
stomp their
happens if you
flag,
do.
dude.
I'll kiss their flag.
Kiss their flag, you kiss their ass,
I'll kiss my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna. That's like, what was it? Last year, 2 years ago. How many times have we been to Adepticon?
Like 40 or something.
My favorite thing. I mean, it's hard to talk about because normally we do like the survival guide, but
Yeah.
we don't know. We're in the same as you, listener. We're going into this completely blind.
Yes.
I really want to suss out those like the pulp minis guy or
That's
like the
the-
you know what I
yes.
mean. Those I want really weird bespoke minis.
Yes.
That-
Totally.
That I don't like. I want to pick up a mini and go, I have no idea what I want to use this in, and I want to buy it because of that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Something that really just I want to paint because it's crazy.
And that's the thing too. I feel the exact same way. I want something interesting to kit bash. I want something like, the first couple of years that we went there, I felt like we were so stoked on getting a bag of Hopgrots for, $10 or something.
Yeah.
Which is sick, except when those Hopgrots sit around because you don't really have any use for them, and they're not really that interesting of models to like kit bash with or anything.
Yep.
And so you can only use them so many times, and it's like, fuck, I would rather spend a little bit more money to get something that's just like totally weird.
Totally weird, yeah. Like the sort of out of scale child soldiers I got that I've for my last World War band.
Yeah.
I've played like 10 games of those now.
The Weedians.
Yeah. They are now Weedians, but yeah. I want some weird.
I hope that there's
just weird shit.
I hope there's some weird shit. I mean, Badger Games will have weird shit, but I want the Pulp Minis guy. I want that guy so bad.
I still haven't painted any of those Badger Mini guys that I got.
Which ones did you get? This is from last year?
The 6 mil?
No, I got the 28. Well, they're like 32 almost scale orcs and goblins.
Oh, cool.
Like the Kev Adams sculpts. Because I was like, I'll do like an old hammer orc list. Because I have all those old dreadnoughts and shit. And like, all those Rogue Trader era orcs that I got.
Yeah, but the Kev Adams stuff, if it's 32 millimeters.
Yeah, I'll just still play with them all.
Yeah.
Like, those will be knobs.
Yeah,
those will be knobs.
It'll be
totally.
fun.
But, getting paint on them is like, that's the hard part.
They're Kev Adams sculpts? Oh, that's cool.
They're very cool.
Are they 40K? Are they fantasy?
They're 40K. They're like, they're space.
Neat.
They're space themed guys.
Yeah.
They're very cool.
Oh, man.
There's one of like a orc holding a gun over his head, like he's shooting over a wall.
That's cool.
He's very cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I love that shit. And that's where it's like I'm selling the zines so I can buy that shit. That's like I'm bringing the zines because I'm poor and I want to use the whatever money I get from that like immediately to buy. Because I still like, talking about these space orcs, space goblins, I have like a box of the sporks, I think they were called, from like Trenchworks, I think did them.
Yeah.
But they're so neat. And it's just like, I haven't used all of them, but like when I need an orc character, it's like, you can only really get that at Adepticon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I wouldn't know what to buy otherwise,
I mean, it's also like, cons in general are the ultimate place for impulse buying.
Yeah.
And when I see a stupid looking orc, of course I'm going to buy it while I'm here,
Yeah, I'm excited to see what food's like around there. I'm excited to see like...
I can't...
The food's going to be...
I think the food's going to be abysmal.
I'm going to take the van every day and drive to find like...
I foresee many Uber trips to a grocery store.
Many? Why? We'll just do one.
What's the fucking storage going to be like?
We have a hotel.
Away from the con.
It's a 9-minute walk.
That's 9 minutes of stale food.
Do you have any vision of what the Grimdark hallway is going to look like this year? Like, is it because it's like it's
a
crazy?
Big room.
It's going to be a big.
It's just
room.
one big room.
Yeah.
I mean, we could probably make that work.
Well, it's like a.
Should we bring the mini fridge?
Oh,
fuck yeah!
Throw it in the back of the van.
Why not?
We'll see what it looks like when we're packing it.
Now, with Grimdark hallway, every day there's games going on, right?
So this is people keep asking.
Yeah, well,
and
good.
I don't have any. I don't like have a real answer.
Okay.
Because I don't know what the space looks like. But everyone's like, "Can I just come and do whatever I want in there?" And it's like,
yeah.
No, you can't. I'm sorry, because we don't even know what it looks like, and I can't tell you that. But there are games scheduled every day, and like whether those people running those games want people spectating or even in the room at the same time, depending on how big the room is going to kind of fit.
True.
Because like I know when I ran my game, I didn't want random people just watching us play.
Well, when it's so tight.
Yeah, I think. Well, and I have I don't want people spectating when I'm running like a narrative thing and like trying to like guide players through something. Like I don't need that distraction. The players don't need that distraction.
I had it open for the first round for my game, and it was. I think it was okay because it was early Sunday morning. And I had people kind of coming in and out. And then the second round, I had people coming in that were asking like too many questions.
Yep.
And they were like, they were really removed. They weren't like a friend of a friend from the friend circle.
Oh, what is this? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, it was like someone that just walked in and was just like, oh, tell me about role playing. And I'm like, how the fuck are you here? Like,
I'm so used to going booth to booth, being like, tell me about COcast. And then they're just coming up to you. Tell me about your game that you're running.
Tell me about Destruction of an Angel. And I'm like, no. So then the third round, I locked the door.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
And that's probably what I'm just like, door shut. Sorry, it's locked. The Grimdark hallway is not open for public right now.
Yeah.
It will be free play at certain points.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. When
we
stuff
are bringing
isn't running, like,
yeah,
we'll
we
have
are
boards.
bringing our boards. We are bringing like the best of from the studio.
We'll have games there. Like Tyler's game will be set up.
Right,
My game will be
right.
set up. Matt's will be set up. Like,
So what's going on during the days though? So Wednesday, you guys are running games. Somebody's running a game on Wednesday, or does it officially open on Thursday?
well, I have a list. If you give me 1 minute, because I just downloaded it.
And are all the games are they sold out?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. So they probably sold out like immediately. I feel like everything at Adepticon sells out just instantly sells out.
I think they said there was, I don't know. I don't even want to give a crazy number because I'm just pulling it out of my ass at this point. It was the attendance. The attendance this year is already 30% higher in sales.
Yeah.
So that's like 8,000 people.
What?
That bought tickets.
What? That's a lot of people.
And they said, I forgot what it was. I don't remember the statistics of last year, but it was like, and that's just people that are like pre-signed up for just general event type shit.
Oh, that's
not
crazy.
not like the
Okay.
our crew, and that's coming out for.
Yachi
All right,
Mama.
I got the list here. Hold on.
That feels so low though. I don't think that's real.
What?
The number I just gave.
It's going to be easily over 10,000 people.
Maybe it's 80,000 people.
It's not that high. Stop.
Maybe it's 180,000.
It's not.
PAX
high.
East is just about 30,000 people, and
That's crazy.
I can tell you that Adepticon was not that popular.
1
Okay, I
million
can. Here's the list of actual events that are going on,
Okay.
and they are all sold out.
17 million kajillion people.
Kajillion people. So Thursday at 5 p.m. is Turn Up 28, the Tuber Tussle.
Woo! Who's running that?
I don't know. I have a list of stuff that's going on in the hallway. I have coordinated with people. I don't have their names in front of me. All I have is the event. And I believe it's the person who played in Turn Up last year, and Robbie handed it off to them.
Pig Suit Guy.
Pig Suit Guy.
Oh, very cool.
They rock. I'm sorry I don't remember your name. You probably don't listen
It's
to
also 12 o'clock at night, right?
Yes.
I don't know if it's Pig Suit Guy.
I think we go with that.
He's wearing a pig suit. Just look for the guy wearing
was
a pig
last
suit.
year. And then also on Thursday is at 9 a.m. End Transmission Season 2 with Adam using Grimdark Future.
Sweet.
Who's running that?
Adam, Doom and Apathy.
Okay.
I don't know what he's doing. I haven't asked him. I have no idea what he's doing. I just know it's Grimdark Future. Which is cool. And if you know Adam, you know, like, he's all about the atmosphere, the lore, like the narrative, and just the fun of getting together to tell a story.
And you better be cool if you're playing in his game, because
Yeah.
it'll kick you out if you're too big of a nerd.
Yes. If you want to play with too many rules,
Yeah.
you're out. You're out. I'm kicking you out.
If you push your glasses up once, you're out of there.
Out of there. Friday at 1 p.m. is Flames of Orion Beneath the Dying Sun, which is ran by me.
Who's running that?
Me. Steve.
Okay, cool.
That goes on Friday. There's only 8 spots. It filled up within minutes of everything here filled up in minutes.
I love that.
If you show up,
Love
maybe
getting
I can
filled up
add
in
you.
minutes.
I probably won't, because if you show up with unpainted models, I'll smash them. And if your models don't look cool, I also will smash them. So
Cool models and cool guys only.
yeah.
Gulp.
And then at 5 p.m. is 1490 Doom, and that goes until like 9 p.m.
Who's running that?
Cody.
Magos
Magos Beer.
Bueller.
Beer. And then
Doom
Saturday.
Doom Shop.
Saturday is Talisman 3rd Edition Dungeon
Wow.
Crawl, which I don't even remember who's running that. It must be Scotomancer.
It's got to
be Scott.
One can only hope.
It's got to be Scott.
That's cool.
Which I'm gonna play in that.
Right?
Because that's, dude.
It might not be Scott.
Yeah.
It's 3rd edition Talisman.
It might not be Scott.
It could be a fake
I
Scott.
don't know. It could be Pig Suit Guy.
Big suit guy. Well, the coolest part about Talisman is anyone can jump in it at any moment and just start playing.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Best game. Best board game. And then the other thing on Saturday is the actual Turn Up 28 event for Adepticon, which is the triumphant Tuber tournament.
Ooh.
16 players.
Who's
16
running that?
players.
16
Pig suit guy.
Gotta be Pig Suit Guy.
Okay, cool.
And that's it. That's all we got.
Nice.
I'll have my
Up to
wartime
Saturday,
boards.
nothing on Sunday.
Nothing Sunday. I did not want to run anything, and I didn't
Everything's
want to be
closed down
responsible.
for Golden Demon. Are they doing Golden Demon at Adepticon?
Yes.
Now I got to paint something quick, I guess. What can I put in there? I could put in the Vermin Lord.
Yeah.
That's mostly GW bits. I'm going to put the Vermin Lord in
There you
there.
go. There you
Fuck
go.
yeah. Why not, kid?
Yeah. Why not, kid?
What are you going to put in, Gage?
Nothing. Loser.
Can't wait till these professional YouTubers make fun
Actually-
of my painting job, though.
Yeah, they might.
I don't want to submit anything because I don't want to wait around for it.
Wow. He's got no time for that bullshit.
No.
I've got zero energy.
Oh, you're flying home.
Yeah.
So you can just Uber to the airport if your model's still stuck in the case.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm actually not leaving until late on Sunday.
Oh.
Just to give the listeners an idea, if you're looking to hang out,
Because
on
we have
Sunday,
to leave, not early, but
Yeah,
we have
I
to
know.
leave at like a reasonable time.
I'm going to hang out with me and
We can
Pig
leave-
Suit Guy are going to be hanging out that day.
We can leave at whatever time we want.
I know, but I don't want to leave at 9 p.m.
Nobody does, and you shouldn't. And you
No.
shouldn't. And I'm not going to make you wait around just because the only plane was at 8 o'clock at night.
If it sucks on the ride home, I'm buying us a hotel room.
Yeah.
I figured we were going to stop at Cole's house and make him let us sleep at his house.
No, Cole. No, don't do it. But it would be really cool.
Does
if
Cole
you
listen to
did.
the podcast?
No.
I didn't think so.
Oh, okay, so he'll never find out. Dude? Now I'm totally sidetracked.
Oh.
All this Adepticon talk.
You wanted to shout out Pig Suit Guy.
No, it wasn't
Pig
Pig
Suit.
Suit Guy. Fuck, I can't remember. I think. Okay, so here's the thing.
Okay.
I
all right.
think you don't actually have to sign up for anything at Adepticon. I don't think you have to.
No,
sign
you
up
can
for
just
anything.
walk
You
up
could
and-
walk into just about anything, and dude, okay.
No, I bet there are some fucking turbo nerds that are demoing their very specific conflict that happened in the Gulf of wherever that was a Somalian pirate battle.
And no, you
sequence.
can't bring your Space Marines.
And yeah, they're probably checking badges and being like, "Who are you?"
But do you think that if you showed up and you had a fully painted Somalian pirate warband,
Yep.
and you were like, "I also brought a pizza,"
Yep.
that they would be like, "Get the fuck out of here"?
no, they would want.
They would be like, "That sounds great."
if you were in,
You're in.
If you were in it and you're like, I want to play the Somalian pirates and I want to play in your game.
Yeah,
I'm excited about it. They would probably let you.
right. I just feel like
He
any.
came in and said, "Listen, they're not actually pirates. They're just defending their homeland because they're tired of fishing rigs in the area," and started debating politics with them.
I'm not going to touch that.
Then maybe they would come in. They
Okay.
would let you in.
No, I like that. I just feel like there's so much more room for like the Gaslands White Line Massacre guys or whatever.
Yes, that's a cool crew.
That's a
They
cool
would
crew.
allow that. They would allow. They were
that.
going to let Steve and I in.
Exactly. And I think that a lot of these games, if you probably show up to it, there's people who don't show up. I signed up for Blood Red Skies 2 years ago, and then it was just like, oh, it's in the other building and we're
Yes.
partying right now.
I'm excited to see. The historicals and shit are not in another building this time, right?
That's
cool. That's fucking awesome.
that's like the biggest W
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
That's what's going to get me excited
Right.
to do something sick historically.
Yeah, cool crews like that I think would allow it. I think there's definitely some weirdo historical guys that probably wouldn't let you in there.
I think it's mostly like the 40K guys want to let you play if you showed up with pizza.
No way.
You couldn't play in, like
those guys are making wizard staffs at 9 a.m. with fucking...
yeah, but they're not the ones
year.
coordinating it. You're not going to convince Lord GW to let you in this event.
Lord George GW.
George
WGW.
W
W?
W.
You're not going to
I'm George
Jub.
WDW.
Yeah, I mean...
You know what I mean?
But that's a corporation.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Is I think any of the little games you'll be fine because
Yeah.
Blood Red Skies guys got to be pretty chill.
Yeah.
Like all those guys.
I guarantee you, there's gonna be pickup games of just random shit anyway.
Except when you don't show up to the Blood Red Skies game
and they go
ruin their game.
They were the one person who signed up for it. We set up all this terrain.
We only had Stonejaw signed up.
We're gonna find him and we're gonna freaking kill him.
Wasn't that the game we were just looking at though? We actually thought it was cool.
It is cool. That's why I signed up for it. But we were just partying and it only cost me $5. And I was like, well, if I don't go, it's just $5. Now, those Blood Red guys, they don't get that $5.
No.
And that's why if you show up with a $5 bill, I feel like you're much more likely to be able to be like, yeah, you comply too.
Because all my games were free.
Oh, nice.
But I think they were $5 for people to sign up.
Oh,
They were
really?
free? Oh.
Like, I get nothing for it.
I was
That's
gonna say,
what I mean.
because they put a price tag on my game last year of $8. So Evan and I were like, why the fuck are they charging for our role-playing game?
Yeah, so they can make money.
It wasn't like there was prize support. There wasn't...
As we've seen, though, it costs money to do this shit.
No,
Yes.
I'm not
No, for sure.
saying there's a reason. It
But if
was,
somebody were to show up with a pizza to Nemo,
yeah.
maybe.
If someone showed up with a $20 bill...
Yeah, you're not getting
crispy?
Nemo.
I'll sneak in.
Listen, yeah.
You find-
No, I won't.
Come
I
up to
won't.
Terry and you'll get it.
I won't do it. I promise I won't do it.
You'll be executed on the spot.
Listener, bring $20
Don't bring $20. You'll be turned away when I find you.
and a pizza.
Bring 40.
Ejected.
Bring 40. One for Terry,
Ejecto,
one for me.
ejecto-cito.
It'll be me crying in a
There's
corner.
not enough
Steve,
boards.
No, they're my friends. Steve, they're my
Terry
friends.
setting up on the bar for them with a bunch of soda cans. This is your Mordheim board.
You should go. You're in. You're in.
I hope you like immersion.
Dude, taking $40 from someone to make them play on a board that you made with like trash would be very funny.
It's just actual
you get what you
pizza
pay for.
boxes.
And you don't get to play with anyone else or on the other boards. Terry just comes over and changes the trash on the table.
It's a shifting board.
You're just making saves the whole time.
Oops, you got hit by the
breakthrough.
Coke can.
It's breakthrough, but you have to get to the
Terry
other side.
drops pizza on them.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
That will happen
That's
for
cool.
sure. No, but all in all, I think Adepticon's going to be so sick. I'm a little bummed I'm not driving with you guys.
Yeah, me too.
Sleeping in the back of the van under the night sky.
I
Hear
think,
the birds
um,
chirping on the side of the highway. Tweet, 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 tweet. Oh, you're
We
snoozing.
tried that last year and it was miserable. We tried sleeping in a gas station or rest
Oh,
stop.
yeah, baby.
Me, Tyler, and Phil, and like none of us could get comfortable. We parked in front of the building and like the light was just in our faces the whole time, and like we couldn't go anywhere because all the semi trucks had their lights on and
Yeah.
they just leave their engines
Yeah,
on.
they just run. Yeah.
So loud. It was dude. After like an hour and a half, Phil's like, "Can we just fucking leave?"
I remember on the way home, the second it was like 3 a.m. I'm like, all right, I'm finally tired. I'm like just starting to doze. And then Paul goes, all right, Gage, you're up. I was like, no!
My worst nightmare.
And he's already like one eye squinting. And I'm just like, all right, sure, I'll drive.
Was that Hondia's?
No, that
right?
was Adepticon on the way home.
Oh, God. That ride home, baby.
The
It's a
ride
beautiful
ride
thing.
home always sucks ass.
And
but-
from anything. The
Yeah,
ride home from
yeah.
the studio tonight will be like,
Yes.
oh, it was cool to hang with
Yes.
the boys. Now I got to drive home.
Well, that was the nice thing about stopping at Cole's house was it was like kind of not on the like.
yeah.
It was just a nice break.
Yeah. So thank you, Cole, for letting the boys
Cole doesn't
stay.
listen.
Thank you. Shout out, Cole, the best listener we have. Our only listener.
He's honestly the number one fan.
Yeah. I used his sword as the sword for the...
Oh, you
that's
told us.
non-GW bit.
You
Do you think
told
I can
us
still
to.
enter in Gold Demon?
Probably
They'll
not.
never fucking know.
Show up with a pizza.
I'll say it's... yeah, straight up. I'll say it's Archeon sword, dude.
Yeah.
You don't recognize this
You don't
shit?
recognize
You
it?
designed it, bro.
You don't know Archeon?
This
Maybe
is
you
second
heard it.
edition, actually.
Maybe you heard of the Primarchs, dude. This is a Primarch sword. It's actually...
Primarch sword?
yeah, maybe you heard of the... I can't name any Primarchs off the top of my head. It's Magnus.
Magnus.
It's Magnus. That's probably a Primarch name.
It is. Magnus the
yeah.
Red.
Magnus. It's a really big
Carl
sword.
Franz, dude. You
Yeah.
never... Maybe you heard of Carl Franz. He's
not a Primarch!
Maybe you heard of the Franz fries, dude. Carl Franz fries. What are Primarch names? Go.
Oh my god. This is the
Khan.
lowest of the low.
The Khan.
Yep. Typhus.
Typhus of
Typhus is
corrosion.
not a Primarch.
Typhus corrosion, the Primarch.
He's not a Primarch.
Oh, is he just a chapter master?
yeah.
Come on, he's
cool
close
guy.
enough, dude. Give him.
Oh, Mortarion.
There you go, Mortarion.
Conrad Kurz.
Is he one?
Okay.
Yeah, he's the fucking Night
Oh,
Lord.
he's Night Lord.
He's the Night Lord.
Okay, you have 3.
Eisenhorn.
No.
Oh, what's his name? The fucking salamander one.
Ooh.
Starts with an H.
Hecate.
No.
Hecate. Is it Hecate?
It's not. Oh, Horus.
Horus. There we
okay.
go.
Rogadorn.
Okay.
Slanesh.
Alfarius.
Okay.
Oh, Alfarius. Yeah,
Is
that's
it-
a good one.
Wow, I'm going to sound so stupid right now, but
Dude,
is it...
Corvus.
Did I say Con? Did I say
You
Con
did.
already?
You
All
did.
right.
Corvus Christi.
Who?
Corvus
Christi?
Corpus
Texas?
Christi? No,
Corpus Christi,
Corvus
Texas.
something in the Nighthawks or whatever the fuck they go. Raven Guards. The Raven Guards. You know what I'm talking about?
Corvus is... I thought he
Corvus.
was a chapter master, though.
Oh, fuck.
I could be wrong.
Corvus Christi.
I don't know about that one.
Come on, dude. Listener. Chime in, please, and save my ass.
What's his fucking name? What is the salamander guy's name? Someone's screaming at their fucking...
Everyone's screaming right now.
Do you know what it is, Gage?
No. I'm just sounding louder and meaner.
Ferris Manus? Ferris Man? Ferris? You know
That's
what I'm
not
talking
a
about?
Primarch.
Come on, that's a Primarch,
No,
dude.
it's not.
The Iron Hands guy. Primus Man. Ferris Manus. I think I'm right, bro. I'm gonna die on the hill.
Fuck. What's...
Ooh, what's the
You guys are forgetting Gilliman.
Yeah, I was just thinking...
Gilliman
Ultramarine.
gray suit?
Yep. Gilliman Gray suit.
Oh, fucking...
Yeah.
Who's the Emperor's Child one?
Lehman Russ.
Yep.
That's Lehman Russ is what? Imperial Fist?
Wolves.
Wolves.
No,
Damn
that's
it.
no, that's Rogal
Oh,
is the
okay.
Imperial
You said.
Fist. Fuck. What's the corn one?
Ooh.
The World Eater.
Oh, the big head guy. Angerus.
Angron.
Angerus.
How many more do we got? 2?
Angerus. We're at 10.
So we need 2 more.
No.
Wow. How many are there? 21?
20?
I don't know. Is it there's
How many chapters are there in this fucking game?
there's 20, right? Because 2 of them are the
mystery.
the mystery ones from each side.
They're the white airheads.
Oh, man.
There's 18. And where are we at?
10.
Fuck. That's so many more.
I know.
The Emperor's Children one, I don't know, but it's probably something with
Oh,
snakes.
no, it starts with an F. Fuck. What is his name?
Fuck.
Ferris Manus.
No!
Fulgron.
Fulgrim!
Oh,
That's
dude.
it.
I pulled that shit right out of my
Fulgron.
Fulgrim. What else? What other chapters are there, dude? What are we missing?
Salamanders.
No,
Are
Salamanders,
Grey Knights? Do Grey Knights count in that?
Salamanders are always dying, right? That guy dies all the time.
Yeah,
He
he's
gets
an
brought
eternal.
back.
He's
perpetual.
perpetual. Yeah.
Perpetual, he's an
It
eternal.
starts with an H.
He's a Marvel Eternal.
Fuck.
Harris.
No.
Harris.
Harris Horus.
I want to Google it so bad. This is driving me nuts. I have the model.
Who's the other iron one?
Iron Warriors.
Iron Warriors.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that
don't
guy's
fucking know.
Petramundo.
Is it Parabo?
Something like that. Paracabo. we're floating around there.
Perturabo?
It's something like that. Dude.
Parabello?
It's something like that.
Yeah, that's it.
Portobello?
Portobello of the Iron Hands.
Perturabo?
Yeah, that's probably it. Perturabo. What other things are we missing here? Come on, dude. We got to get them all down. We've got to get 18, right? We got to be at 18.
Did we get all the Chaos ones?
No.
Who didn't we get?
I don't know.
The Emperor's... Oh, no, we got
Magnus?
Fulgrim.
We got Magnus. We got Angron.
Yep.
Horus.
Yep.
Mortarion.
Yep.
Who's the big bad?
Night Lord Conrad Kurz. Horus is the big bad.
But isn't there another guy? Who's the Black Legion? The Black Crusade? Black Crusade guy?
Abaddon?
Abaddon is not a
he one?
Primarch. He's a chapter master.
Come on, he's basically in there.
No!
When are they going to give these
He
guys
fucking
promotion?
sucks. He can't even finish his crusade.
So that sounds like a Primarch thing to
He's
do.
not a Primarch.
Fuck, dude. Well, what other things are we missing?
This is like the worst water cooler conversation.
Yeah, it's awesome.
This is a great way to end the episode.
Portolabo.
Percorado.
Porlami.
There's Porlami. There's
Look up all of the chapters.
I'm looking
We're
them
gonna
up.
see.
I'm looking
We
them
got the.
Go through them one more time.
We got the Ultramarines already.
Yep.
That's Kurt Frisk Kane. What's his name? What's that guy's name? Kaifus Kane?
No.
Oh my god.
That's Robot Girly Man.
Okay.
Robute Guliman.
Dude. They're always switching up their names on me. We just don't know the
Fuck!
salamanders.
It's Vulcan. Vulcan is the
Oh,
salamander.
it's a Vulcan. That's like the easiest one. Everybody is.
Everybody knows that one.
Sorry. What else are we missing here?
Fuck. Now I'm just pissed that I couldn't remember that.
What's the Parabo? It's Parabo, I think.
Parabo.
Is that it? It's got to be it.
It's not.
Also, look up the...
All right, I looked him up. Oh, fuck. How did we forget Lionel Johnson?
Oh, my God. The Dark Angels. They're so sneaky, though. It makes sense.
That's a
right.
stupid name.
No, it's not. No, it's
Yes,
not.
it
It's
is.
cool.
Last
It's not.
name,
It's cool.
and you're being a hater.
Every Primarch Googled Jagataya Khan, Lionel Johnson, Magnus the Red, Robute Guliman, Fulgrim. It's just Fulgrim. All
Fulgrim,
right.
got it.
Lehman Russ, Corvus Corax,
Corax. Yeah, but I was pretty freaking close, dude.
Mortarion, Perturabo. Oh, fuck.
Got it?
Sanguinius. I forgot about him. Vulcan.
He's
blood
literally
guy.
the wallpaper of our computer.
Well, it's him dead.
Yeah, true.
Angron, Horus, Conrad Kurz, Rogel Dorn, Ferris Manus,
Gabbo, baby!
Alfarius Omegon, Conrad Kurz, Lorgar. Wait, Lorgar's not a prime.
Lorgar.
Oh, he's the former of the Word Bearers. Fucking loser.
Idiot. Lorgar. Lore's in his name. So funny. These Games Workshop namers.
Is that it? That's all of them?
Yeah. Well, that was really cool.
That was really
it.
cool. We
Wow.
love Warhammer. We're really
Yeah.
good at it.
I love Warhammer 40K.
Warhammer, Warhammer, Warhammer. Thanks for checking out this episode of Hive Scum. If you aren't already part of the community, check us out at the In Rust We Trust Discord, which you can find down in the description below. If you have questions you'd like to ask us, you can find our Instagrams down below as well. Or feel free to ask away on the Discord. We also have plenty of extra content and other perks available to our patrons on Patreon. So if you're interested in helping us keep doing what we're doing, then you can find that description below as well. Until next time, folks, keep it grimdark and keep it grimy. Peace.